It's a common law country.
No, we don't. The appearance of a defendant at court attracts no fees. Okay, so Mark, the short answer is that the police aren't responsible.
It's a common. We live in a common law of the land, don't we? It's a common law country.
No, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't.
Right, let's give them a call.
Waitemata Community Law Office.
Hi, how are you today?
Thank you.
Good. I'm calling. I spoke to finished speaking to Citizens Advice Bureau, and they referred me to you for a legal question. Would that be okay to ask?
I'm not a lawyer.
Okay.
We have, if you're wanting to ask a legal question over the phone, we have a 0800 number that's, if you call that line, is looked after by a lawyer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sure, what's that?
It's 0800
Yep.
529
Yep.
463.
463.
If you're calling, because that number, because this is Waitakere, Rodney, and North Shore, you're calling from a landline outside any of those areas, it won't go through, but if you use your cell phone, it's free, just in case you try to call it and it...
Oh, okay, because it might have a, not in this area type thing.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Hey, granted I won't take this as legal advice, but to your best knowledge, being that you work at a law society, is New Zealand a common law country?
Say that again?
Is New Zealand a common law country?
A common law or commonwealth?
I know it's part of the Commonwealth. My understanding is there's common law, case law, precedent, customs of the people of the land, and there's statutory law, legislation.
Okay, let me just ask one of the...
Yeah, I'm just curious whether or not New Zealand is actually a common law country.
Okay, hold the line and I'll quickly ask one of the lawyers here before they go
Great.
on one of their clients.
Thank you so much.
Are you still there?
Yeah, I am.
Yes, we are a common law country.
Cool.
We're under the Commonwealth. One of our lawyers just confirmed that.
Sure, because the reason I ask is because I was chasing up an invoicing question last week for appearance in court last year, and I spoke to a Verdun Tawhera who's apparently legally trained and the manager of the North Shore District Police Prosecutions. And so I figured he would know. And he point blank said that New Zealand is not a common law country. Now, that goes against everything that I've been researching for the last 4 odd years into different societal structures. And for him to be in the position that he's in as the police manager of the police prosecutions, for him to think that New Zealand isn't a common law country, is that not a matter of concern?
Yes, yeah. Definitely, I mean...
Yeah.
For someone that holds that position,
And now I've emailed him because I was actually recording that phone conversation with him, and I put it up on YouTube just to get other people in the public's purview. And yeah, it's a pretty much everybody saying it. If you Wikipedia it, if you go to Ministry of Justice, if you go to New Zealand Courts website, to the legislation website, they all say New Zealand's constructed of common law and statutory law, both.
Yeah.
So for him to say that to me, I found that really disturbing. So what would you do? What would you suggest? I mean, I could go and write a letter to what's his name, Mike Bush, the police commissioner, but he doesn't respond to me anyway.
Well, it depends on what you want your next move is. I mean.
Well, I just found it as a member of the public, to just ring up and ask for legal advice, and he confirmed he was legally trained, so he understands the language, and for him to say that New Zealand, when I said, is New Zealand not a common law country, and he went, no, it's not.
Maybe you could, like if you're saying you want to write to,
Yeah, well, I put it in writing to him, and he's just flat out said he's not going to have any correspondence.
Maybe you could talk to one of our lawyers and, just like...
Yeah, it's not like I have an open matter with them or anything. It's just a comment that's just not sitting right with me. If he's supposed to be acting... And another question I had with him is he a constable? Because if he's upholding his oath under common law, and he thinks we're not in a common law country, isn't that a conflict of interests? Good questions, huh?
Now you got me thinking.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand that we work under maritime admiralty law and parliamentary supremacy and all of that crap for legal and commerce, and so there's money. But, when I'm talking no harm, loss, fraud, common law, law of the land versus law of the sea, I would expect him, a legally trained individual, to know the difference and to not just flat out lie to me. So, it's a tricky one. But like you say, I'll give that 0800 number a call. I'll ring them from my cell phone, and yeah. But if you've just asked some other legally trained, and they are all saying yes, so I'm just sort of I'm at a loss for what to do next. Who do I contact?
Try the 0800. Because
Now the other thing was also, he said he was legally trained, and for me to think that if he's acting in that position, he must be licensed as a lawyer to be practicing as a legal professional. He must be on the New Zealand Law Registry for the New Zealand Law Society. And I went to the Law Society and I searched for him, and he's not on it.
Yeah.
So.
He's telling the truth or not here.
Yeah, is he someone that shouldn't be in the position that he's in? If he's not legally trained, or if he is legally trained but not registered to practice? What, do I go to the New Zealand Law Society and ask them those questions?
Well, if he's not on the Law Society page, then he's not...
He's not under their jurisdiction?
Yeah, definitely, because all lawyers have to, even all our lawyers, they have to pay a
Sure, you've got licensing fees that you've got to pay each year to practice.
And they're all, if you check for any of our lawyers, because I pay their licenses.
Yeah.
On behalf of our organisation every year.
Yeah, well, I had a duty solicitor get up and walk out on me on March last year, so I filed a complaint to the Law Society about her, and sure enough, Jo Price, she's on there, so there was no problem to find out whether or not they've actually got an active licence, but then, is there some sort of game the police are trying to pull over my eyes or something here, because there's something definitely not quite right.
Well, you can, contact one of our lawyers with our complaint, or go through the New Zealand Law Society.
Yeah, I'll ask that. I think I might pop them a call and ask them as well, because that's just, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much for your time.
Oh, good. You have a good day.
You too.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.